everybody, it's Rosie. Welcome back. It is day 12 of your Luxform 21-day Pilates challenge. For today's class, we will be using a Pilates ball, and then I've also just got some light ankle weights on. These are 1/2 kilo each, so if you have your light ankle weights, pop them on. You can do this whole class without, do not worry. And let's come on down to get started. So we're just gonna start laying on your back. Just place your ball to the end of your mat. So you're just gonna lay down, bring your feet out to the sides as wide as your mat. Cactus your arms here. Let's drop your knees towards the left as you let your eye gaze go to the right. Just feeling that little twist through your spine, that little rotation. Try to stay heavy down through your shoulder blades. And let's go to the other side. Drop your knees to the right as your eye gaze goes to the left. So stay heavy through the shoulder blades again. Breathing in, really pressing through the right side to find that little twist. One more, both sides. So drop the knees to the left, eye gaze to the right. And then other side, drop your knees and your eye gaze to the left. All right, let's come back to center. Now we're gonna get started with our core. With your ball, I just want it to be underneath your left ankle. So the ball is underneath your left ankle, and then just bring your hands behind your head. Your thumbs go down your neck. So from here, let's just start with a chest lift. So your right knee is just bent. Don't worry about the right leg for the moment. Let's take an inhale. Exhale, slowly peeling your chest, slowly lifting. Shoulder blades come off your mat, and then we slowly lower back down. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, we come back down. Keep your elbows out wide. You'll feel that natural arch through your spine. Exhale, lift. Press the lower back down, peeling and lifting. Remember, you want to keep that space between your chin and your chest for that lovely peach. Don't pull your chin close to your chest because you're just going to strain through the back of your neck. And we do not want to do that. So staying like this if you are happy. If you do want to add on, let's add on in 2. So we're going to bring your right leg to tabletop as that next little layer if you're wanting it. On this next one, lift your chest. Now let's float your right leg to tabletop. We're going to hold your leg in tabletop. Lower your chest. Inhale. Exhale, we lift. Now, if you've got the ankle weights on and if you're lifting your leg, you're obviously going to feel a little bit more through your core. So if it comes to be too much, bring your foot back down onto your mat or just get rid of your ankle weights. Exhale, we lift. So with your ankle on your ball, it's just nice and light there for the moment. Peeling and lifting. We're slowly going to start to feel this through your core. If you need a little bit longer at the bottom, take a little bit longer. You know your body best. We are coming to the end of the second week, so maybe you're finding you can get a little bit higher up. Maybe you're starting to feel a little bit of strength build through your core as we come into the end of our second week. So staying here if you're happy, or else we're going to add on. Let's go to here. These layers are all optional. Just give them a go and then take them out if they're not right. We lift your chest, hold it there. Now, all I want you to do is glide the ball in with your left leg. That's all it is. We're really light through the left heel, the left toes. Glide the ball out and we lower back down. So we exhale, we lift. You're slowly rolling the ball in. Just keep the right knee where it is. And if you do need, your right foot comes back down to the ground and we lower. Now let's think about with this ball when we roll it in. Imagine there is paint on the ball. I want you to draw a nice straight line to your hip. Roll it back out and lower. We're going to add on in 3, So don't worry if things are getting crazy. You can just get rid of them and just stick with where you are. We want to be feeling this through the core. You might feel your right quad, your right hip if you've got the ankle weight, and if your leg's in tabletop, that is normal. But if it feels like it's too much, bring your foot back down. All right, hold it lifted. Now this time as we roll the ball in, I want you to extend the right leg out slowly, and then bend the right knee in as you roll the ball back out, and we lower down. Let's do that again. Just take it one rep at a time. Lift your chest, roll the ball in, glide the right leg out. Pull the right knee back in as you roll the ball out. Then you lower your chest. So it means we're holding up a little bit longer. If that feels like it's too much for you today, just get rid of it. If it's feeling good, I want you to try and make these moves a little bit more flowy. So exhale, we lift as you roll the ball and you extend the leg. Lower the chest as everything comes back. Exhale, lift. Roll the ball in, extend the leg. Pull it back out, lay it down. All right, we're going to add on in 2, but as I said, don't worry about it if it's not for you today. This last one before we add on. Slowly in and out. Think about that straight line on your ball. All right. The next time we lift, let's draw your left shoulder to your right knee. So a bit more of an oblique rotation. We rotate over. You extend the right leg. And then we bend the right knee, left leg long, lay it down. So you are rotating left shoulder across to the right as we lift your chest, right leg long. Right knee bends, ball goes long. We lower, that's it. Exhale, lift, rotate from the upper body. Extend one leg, bend the other. Stay light through that ball as well. And bring it down. You've probably guessed it, we are going to add on. So, the next time we lift, let's do this nice and slowly, and don't worry if it's too much, just forget even what I'm saying. Lift your chest, rotate across to the right knee as you extend. Hold it there. When you bend the right knee back in, I want you to rotate across to the ball leg. And we lower. All right, we lift the chest. We rotate right leg long. Pull it back into the other side and lower. Do not worry, we don't have long. Let's go 3 reps like this. Let's go for 2. Let's go for 1. All right, let's hold it up just towards your right leg. Hold it there. Hold, hold, hold. We're just going to alternate from side to side. Take your time. We're feeling both sides of your obliques. That's it. Rotating to the side that leg is long, if that makes sense. All right, let's go for 4. That's it. Last 3. Reset if you need. Last 2. Hold it over this one. Last one. Hold it there. Hold, hold, hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Holy moly. The core is feeling that. All right. Let's bring the ball underneath your left foot now. So just roll it in. Your right foot is flat down on the ground. Make sure that your feet are hip distance apart. You should be able to reach down towards your heels. So your whole foot is flat on the ball. All the weight is through your right leg or right foot. Let's take a nice big inhale. Press your arms down. Exhale. Slowly tuck, peel, and lift your hips. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze at the top. Let's slowly melt down vertebrae by vertebrae and then slowly peel and lift. We squeeze it up. Press the upper body down, so press the backs of your arms. Let's just go 3 here with that spinal articulation. Stay light through that ball foot as well. So all your weight should be on that right leg, right glutes, getting that nice big squeeze here. Let's go for 2. Then we're just going to work that hip hinge. All right, this next one, hold it up. Just that hip hinge. Hinge from your hips, flat back, little tap of your tailbone, lift and squeeze. Hinge from your hips, and we lift. Little hip hinge. We're going to add on at the top your left knee drive. See if it feels good. If it doesn't, just stay where we are. Lift it there. Float your left leg to tabletop. Left foot back on your ball. Tap your hips. We squeeze. Hold it there. Keep the hips lifted. Left leg lifts. Left foot down. Tap your tailbone. If you need, I want you to take out that left leg lift and keep pressing your upper body down into your mat. That's going to help you. That's it. Try to keep your hips nice and level up at the top. We've got this. Just 5 reps. We do not have long. Nice work. Hip hinge. We got 4. Squeezing that right glute. I know this is tough. For 3. That's it. Last 2, big squeeze. All right, our last one. Hold it there. Hold your leg lifted. Hold, hold, hold. Lift your hips a little higher. For 5. We're going to bring the foot back down to your ball in 3. Last 2. Last 1. Bring your foot to your ball. Hold it there. Little pulses of your hips. Press through that right heel. I know we are feeling that squeeze. Keep your hips level. Little drop and lift. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. For 6. Last 5. We're feeling strong. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2, last 1. Whew. Bring it in. Hug your knees. Rock from side to side. Guys, that was a killer. I'm so sorry about that. All right, let's rock and roll yourselves all the way up. Let's get into a little bit of standing work. So we are going to face towards the side. I want your ball to be over near your right foot. And basically, we're just going to step your right heel onto your ball. Right heel's on your ball. Step your feet out. I want the heels to be in line again. And then your feet are just wider than your hips. Roll your shoulders back. Your toes are facing forward. Now, all we're going to do here is bend into your right leg. So the leg that has the ball under the heel. We lower and we lift. So hinging from your hips, bend over into that ball leg and we lift. So we've seen a very similar move last week, except our toes were facing outwards and we were feeling this through the inner thighs. So just starting to notice how tiny little switch up in the positioning of your feet and your hips has big impact on what muscles we're going to be feeling. So now we're feeling the back of the leg. And we've also got the ankle weights. They're not actually doing anything right now, but they definitely have been doing things to our glutes the rest of the class. We lower and lift. Now let's think about, again, pressing your heel into your ball when you lower. That should help switch on your right glute. Now, I always like to have my hands on my hips here, and especially on the side that I'm working. You should feel your right outer glute muscle, and we lift. I definitely can. It is popping out today. Big push and lift. Now, let's start to add the pulse through your hips. So we lower, pulse, pulse, and lift. We're going to bring in something similar that we did last week. It had me wobbling and shaking, if that rings any bells. Pulse, pulse, and we lift. Let's try and get super deep into that right knee. Pulse, pulse, that is it. Feel that fire building. All right, let's go for 2. Then we add on. Last one. Let's add it on at the bottom. We're going to add on that little heel pulse. So pulse from your hips. Pulse, pulse, hold. Now you're going to push your right heel down. 1, 2, and lift your hips. So we lower, pulse the hips. 1, 2, pulse the ball, and lift. So you might start to feel your right quad now switch on when we pulse the heel down. You might feel a little bit of the inner thighs as well, a little creep back up the inner thighs. Little distant memory from last week. We lower, pulse the hips, pulse that ball, and lift. When you pulse that ball, really act like you're trying to pop the ball. If you do, that's literally amazing. But obviously you have to buy a new ball. I'll shout you a new ball if you pop your ball. From me telling you to pop it. All right, let's go 3 full reps. Let's go for 2. All right. This is that second one. I think I'm messing up my counting, and let's hold it down. Let's hold it here. Now all we're going to do is pulse from your hip. Drop it down low. Keep pushing your heel into your ball. You might feel the right quad. Keep pressing the heel in. Feel that glute as well. I know this burns. We have 5 pulses. Feel those little shakes. Let's go for 3. We're feeling strong. Roll the shoulders back. Draw your belly button to your spine. We have 2. We have 1. Hold it there. Pulse that ball with your heel. Get deeper through your hips. A little bit deeper. I know we can do this. This is the last time you work your right leg. Last little push. Let's go for 5. Even deeper. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Whew. Oh my goodness. Shake it out. All right. Pick up your ball into your hands. We're just going to come into some squats from here just to rinse out through the right side. So bring your feet a little bit wider than hip distance. Your ball is in your hands. We're just going to start to squat. So bend down through your knees as you reach your arms out in front of you. Push through your heels, tuck your tailbone to stand. Big squeeze down the sides of your glutes. We lower and we lift. If this feels too much with reaching your arms overhead with the ball, I want you to just get rid of it. It'll all make sense in a second when we add on in 2. So keep drawing your belly button to your spine. Feel that through the outer glutes. In 1, we hold it there. I want you to circle your arms. The ball is in one of your hands. Circle your arms behind you. Ball is in your other hand. Bring your arms forward and we lift. Just a little reset move. We lower. Keep your spine in that ski slope. Don't let it arch. Really slowly, and we lift. You're gonna start to feel the back of the body now. We lower. Slowly return your arms. Slowly sweep them and lift for 4 reps. Then we hold it down. Keep your weight through your heels here. You should be able to wiggle your toes. That's it for 3. We have your final 2, then we hold it down. All right, your last one, hold it here. We're just gonna work that sweep. Reach your arms behind you, reach your arms forward. Get a little deeper every time your arms come forward. Reach the arms behind, reach the arms forward. Get a little deeper. You have 4 reps. That's it, even deeper for 3. We can do this. Last 2. Get 1 more in. Last 1. Come up to stand. Amazing work. Shake it out. Let's place your ball to the back of your mat, and we're just gonna get straight into the other side of your core. Have a little drink if you need, and then we'll come on down to your mat. Alrighty, let's come down onto your mat, and we're just gonna do the exact same of what we've done on the other side. So you're gonna lay down with the ball just underneath your right ankle, and then just bending your left leg out in front of you. Your hands come behind your head. Okay, let's just start with that chest lift. Slowly lift your chest and we slowly lower. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, we lower back down. So we know what we've got in store now. We've got our core, we've got our bridges, and we have our lateral lunges. Okay, so if you are happy with your left foot down on the ground, keep your left foot down on the ground, peeling and lifting your spine. Keep the eye gaze lifted above the knees. If you do want to add on this next one, let's float your left leg to tabletop. So your left leg is lifted and you're just going to hold it there. Notice how it feels. If you need to have a little shuffle round, have a shuffle round. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, we lift. Nice and slow here. I've got to shuffle myself around. There we go. Inhale, lower. Exhale, we lift. Exact same as the other side. Keep the elbows out wide. Feel that natural arch when you lower and then press your lower back down in. Draw your belly button to your spine. Feel that core engagement. All right, let's add on in 3. The same as the other side. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, we lift. On this next one, we add in that roll of your ball. So you lift your chest, hold it there. Roll the ball in. Roll the ball out. Lay your head and your neck. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Roll the ball in. Keep it super slow. Roll the ball out. Lower. Now we want to check in. Are we drawing that nice straight line with the ball in towards your hip? Draw it back out and lower. If you're happy here, remember you can stay here and you can always bring your left foot back down onto your mat if you need to. Keep trying to draw your belly button to your spine at the top. Keep it nice and slow. We're going to add in the left leg in 2. So the left leg will start to extend in this last rep before we add it on. All right, this next time we lift your chest, we hold it there. As you roll the ball in, you extend the left leg out. You pull the left knee back in, extend the right leg long, and lower back down. Exhale, we lift. Roll the ball in, extend the leg. Roll the ball out. We lower. So just taking your time, find that little bit of range, get an extra little lift. Stay light through that ball leg as you roll it in and out. Take a little bit longer down at the bottom if you need that reset. Exhale, lift. Roll it in, roll it out. All right, let's go for 2 reps. Then we will add it on. All right, our last one, then we'll add on. We're going to add that little oblique rotation. Next time we lift, it's your right shoulder rotating to the left knee. As we extend the left leg, the ball rolls in, ball comes out, you're back to center, we lay it down. So it's just that rotation across towards the left leg as you roll the ball in, left leg long, come back to center, lay it down. Exhale, we rotate, ball comes in, left leg long, still keep drawing that ball on that straight line, and then lower. If any of these things don't feel good, just take them off, just like we had on the other side. Let's go for 3. Then we add on that extra little rotation at the top, that optional little layer. See how it feels. You guys are doing so well. All right, last one before we add it on. We rotate, roll it in, extend. Roll it out. Let's go this next one. We can do it. I'm saying this to myself as well. Inhale, exhale. Let's rotate. Hold it lifted. Rotate your left shoulder to the right. And then lower it down. That is it. So we lift. Rotate towards that left leg as it straightens. Rotate towards that right leg as it straightens. And lower it down. Doing so well. We are coming to the end of your core. Exhale, we lift. Keep it nice and slow. And lower. Let's go 4 reps. Almost there. Then we'll hold it up and we'll just do the rotations. In your final 3. Let's go for 2. Get this last one in. And then let's hold it up. Exhale, rotate to the left leg, rotate to the right leg. We can do this. Feel that rotation from above your belly button. Use your obliques. You are strong. We go for 4. That's it. Let's go for 3. Try to keep the straight legs long. Let's go for 2. Lift a little higher. I am there with you. All right, hold it across to the left leg. Hold it there. Hold, hold, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Amazing work. The ball, it should be underneath your right foot now. Let's get straight into your bridges. Your arms are out nice and long. Check that your feet are hip distance. Take a nice big inhale. Slowly start to tuck, peel, and lift your hips. We squeeze. And then we slowly melt back down. Tucking lower back, middle back, upper back. And then we slowly melt it back down. So we're just going to go a couple with this spinal articulation. Peeling and lifting, that's it. Slowly bring it back down. Let's go for 3 here. And then we'll come into that hip hinge. That's it. Peeling and lifting. Last 2. Keep all your weight through that left leg. Your last one, hold it up. Just that hip hinge. Hinge your hips, little tap of your tailbone. And then lift and squeeze. Hinge your hips, little tap. Lift and squeeze. That's it. Nice work. Feel that big squeeze through your left glute. Try to stay light through the foot on your ball. We're going to start to add on that right leg, hover at the top. We lift and hold. Your right leg comes to tabletop. Right leg back down. Tap your tailbone. Take that reset at the bottom if you need. Or get rid of that leg lift to tabletop. We lift and you lower. That's it. Big exhale, lift. Float the leg, foot down. Tap the tailbone. We don't have long. Let's go 4 reps. We can do this. We are coming to the end of your bridges. We are almost done with your class. That's it. Let's go for 3. We're going to hold it lifted. In 2. Try to keep your hips level, especially when you lift that right leg. Oh, my ball is rolling away. Last 1. Get one more in. Let's hold it up. Hold it there. Right leg lifts. Hold, 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 hold for 5. Lift your hips a little higher. 4. Press your arms down. 3. In 2, the foot comes down. In 1, your foot comes to your ball. Tiny little pulses of your hips. Pulse it here for 5. Squeeze that left glute. 4. We go for 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hug your knees in. Well done, everybody. Little rock and roll. All right, let's come on up. We're going to finish off with your lateral lunges. So your ball will be underneath your left heel now. And then just step your right foot down. So you want your big toes in line. Your legs are a little bit wider than your hip distance, but your toes are facing forward. Take your inhale, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, find that lateral lunge. So you're hinging over your left leg as you bend your left knee. We're hinging forward. The toes are facing forward and we lift. We're feeling this through the left glute. Let's check in. I want you to really press your heel down into your ball like you're trying to pop it. That's it. All right, end of the class, guys. I'm feeling it with you. We are almost done. Let's keep thinking into that left side glute. Bring your hand down the side. You should feel that left glute muscle stretching. Let's add your pulses now. So we lower, we pulse, pulse, and we lift. We lower, keep really heavy through your left heel, pulse. Pulse through the left hip and lift it up. That's it. Keep pushing into that ball. Inhale when we lower. Pulse, pulse. Exhale, we lift. Nice work. All right, let's go for 3. Then we're going to add on that little heel pulse. So right now we're just pulsing the hip. Let's go for 2. All right, this next one we're going to add on. We're pulsing that hip. 1, 2, hold it there, pulse the ball. 1, 2, and lift. Ooh, the quad. We got it. Lower down, pulse, pulse the hip, pulse, pulse that ball, and lift. Take that reset at the top. That's it. Find that depth. Pulse, pulse. Squeeze the heel. And lift. All right. Let's do 6 reps. Then we're holding down. Oh, I forgot to pulse my hip. All right. 5 reps. Let's go for 4. Pulse the hip. Don't forget all these little layers that we added on. Getting into the quad. Maybe the inner thigh switches on. That's it. Last 3. We are almost done. Let's go for 2. Find that weight through the heel. Pulse, pulse, and lift. Let's get this last one in. Pulse the hips, pulse, pulse the ball. We lift, and then let's hold it down. Just pulsing your hips up and down. Press your heel into that ball. Feel your left outer glute switch on. I know you could be feeling your quads too. Do not worry, I am as well. Let's pulse it here. For 10, we can do this. Pulse your hips, sink your hips back. Think about that left outer glute. That's going to help you to engage. All right, let's go for 5. We go for 4, then we're holding it down. We're just going to pulse the ball in 3. Last 2. Last one, hold it there. Pulse your heel on the ball. Oh my God, we are almost done. Sink your hips back a little more. That's it. Let's pulse for 8, 7, 6. Get deeper. 5, 4, 3. Even deeper. 2, 1. Bring it up. Kick the ball out. Take the weights off. We're going to have a little stretch and then we are all done. Nice work, everybody. Let's bring your knees down onto your mat. Let's come back into that cat-cow. Arch your spine as you lift your eye gaze. Round it off. Eye gaze goes down to your mat. Arch your spine. Lift your chest. And then round your spine. All right, let's tuck your toes. Find your downward dog. Pedaling out through your legs. Press your chest to your thighs. Let's press both your heels down. Press your chest for that stretch through the body. Slowly peel your weight forward. Lift your heels. Bend your knees, chest to thighs. So rippling your weight forward. High plank. Bend your knees, chest to thighs. That's it. Peel it forward nice and slow. Bend your knees. Let's go one more. Let's hold it in your high plank. Drop your knees down and then find your happy baby. Sorry, not your happy baby, your child's pose. Reach your arms long, let your knees go out wide, lower your chest. Let's just finish with a breath here. Get rid of the breath. Big inhale. Ribs expand. Let it go. Let your chest get a little deeper. All right, when you're ready, bring yourself back up. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Well done on another class, done and dusted. You are doing so well. I hope you enjoyed the class today. Have a little extra stretch if you need it. And I will see you on the mat for tomorrow's class. Have a lovely rest of your day or evening. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.